Hello and welcome to another episode of Keith Teach. My name is Keith Stearns, and in this episode we're going to talk about photo albums in PowerPoint. And photo albums are a way for you to quickly put together a PowerPoint presentation using pictures. I don't know how many of you, when you're on the Insert tab, have looked at this little icon here and wondered what in the world does that mean. Well, we're going to show you what photo albums are today, and the way that you can use them is very simply before presentations. What I used to do as a corporate trainer, sometimes when I had a large presentation, is I would put together a PowerPoint that just had a few slides on it that was kind of a teaser to what the main presentation was about. And this is a way that you can very quickly just put together a presentation with photos in it. Now, before you do this, you need to get your photos. The easiest way is to get your photographs in one location to put them all together. And actually, I have them in a location and I rename them in the order I want them to appear on the slides. You don't have to do that, but you should put them in one location. So in this example, we're going to show you, let's say we're going to do a presentation on the fear of public speaking, and before we start our main presentation we want this little PowerPoint presentation looping. So let's show you how to do that. So I'm going to go up to Photo Album, click the down arrow there, and choose New Photo Album. Now it's going to ask me where are these pictures that you want to put in the photo album. And what I can do is very easily click File Disk, and I actually am where I want to be on these, but you'd have to go look and find them. And I have all the pictures here pretty much in order, and I've renamed them based on what that order. But I'm just going to click, and then I'm going to hit Control A because I want to select all of them, and that you can see that they're highlighted. And then I will click the Insert button here, and it will add them to my photo album. And there I have 17 pictures. Now, as I said, I actually did rename these in order, but I had some extra ones in here that I realized, well, I don't want these in the photo album. So I'm going to click this one and remove it. Move down here, I don't want that one either. Remove it. Remove that one. And I thought I would use this one for public speaking, but I found a different one, so I'm going to remove that also. Now I do want these to fit to slide, so when this is done, PowerPoint will fit these pictures into the entire slide as best as possible. So now really all I have to do to create this is to click Create, and it will take these pictures and actually make a photo album, a PowerPoint presentation of all these pictures. And it actually adds a first slide called photo album. Now, I actually don't want that. I could leave it, but I'm just going to delete it. And then you see if I put this in presentation mode, it will go ahead and go through each one of the photos. So that's how you create a photo album. It's very simple. I'm going to go back to the first slide here. Now the next thing I want to show you how to do is create timings for these and then set this up as an automatic show. So what I would do here is now I go to the Slide Show tab, and there's several ways you can do this, but one of the easiest is to record a slideshow. So I know from past experience I'm going to basically want these slides to be about 5 seconds each. Now there are a couple of exceptions. This first slide, because there's some reading here, I want it to be more like 10 seconds. So I'll show you how to do this. I click the down arrow on Record Slideshow and then start recording from the beginning. So I click that, and then I get this little dialog box here that shows up. I'm going to move it over a little bit so I can see better. And it says select what you want to record before you begin recording. Slide and animation timings, narrations, and laser pointers. I don't really need that narrations here, but I do want to start recording the the slide timings. I'm going to click that. Now as it goes ahead and starts recording the timing, and I want about 10 seconds on this first one. So I'm going to click this arrow. That'll go to the next one. About 5 seconds there. Five seconds. So I'm just going to go through each one of these slides and give it the appropriate timings. That's supposed to be a zombie, by the way. Go. You may be wondering why there's a clown here. It's actually making a movie reference. So, and this one I want to set a little bit longer too. So we'll just leave this up for about 10 seconds. And then that's the last slide. So when I click the arrow again, it says the total time for this was, you know, whatever it is. Do you want to keep these slide timings? And I'm going to say yes. And then you'll notice next to each slide, you know, it does give a timing. So it looks like I have 11 instead of 10 seconds, but that's fine. That works for me. So now if I go ahead and put it into presentation mode, I did want to show you, I do have to show you one other thing, I guess, here. So to set up the slideshow, I have to go right here. So I just recorded the slideshow, but now I want to set it up, so I'll click there. I want to make sure to show all slides. Now you can select slides if you want. I do want it to loop continuously until escape, and then I want it to use the timings if present. So I've got timings. I could set it up manually, but that doesn't really make sense for what we're doing here. And then I click OK, and then if I put it in to presentation mode, should take 11 seconds here, and it will automatically go on to the next slide. Are you counting? So that's how that works, and it will go ahead and go through all these slides, and then it will come back and loop to the first slide again. It will just keep moving continuously through these slides. So I want to thank you for watching this presentation of Keith Teach on setting up photo albums and setting timings and setting up a looping presentation. I hope you find this information useful and that you can use it with other presentations. So, and we'll just take a couple seconds here and I'll let you show that it will loop on to the next back to the beginning of the presentation. So we've got this slide and then a couple more after this. The scared young man, and then we've got the clown, and then after the clown we've got finally the reference to a certain movie. Rule number 17, make sure you be a hero. It's part of overcoming stage fright or fear of presentations. And then as you see, it does loop back to the beginning. Alright, thank you.